Christmases of old, where the snow would fall and the air was crisp and cold, where we heard of angels up on high while building Frosty the Snowman until late outside. Oh, how I wish for the Christmases of old, when all was right.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel for another Planet Zoo speed build. This time I used the new DLC pack, the Arctic pack, to make this build. I didn't really have the time to build an habitat to go with this, but I thought it could be a part 2 video in that case and probably be posted a bit later this week. I just really wanted to spend some more time on detailing this build instead of stressing to make it into an habitat already. Now, if you are new here, then welcome to my channel, of course. I am Serefina, a Pikachu obsessed, proud to be dog mom gamer girl who loves to make speed builds. If you do like to watch speed builds, then I do of course hope you consider subscribing if you haven't already. And also remember to click that notification bell so you will get notified whenever I post something new. Now, as for today's speed build, I kind of started thinking of making a stable when I first heard that there would be reindeer with a new pack. So to kind of give myself a head start on this build, I did film this first part of the video already on Monday in my other zoo. I was hoping and crossing my fingers that there would come a new biome with this pack, and luckily it did. So finally I could have this snowy feel in another world or zoo. So yeah. So when I installed the new DLC, I made the build as far as I had gotten into a blueprint and placed it down in the new map and just continued decorating in there instead. When I first saw the new items from the new pack, I did actually consider to replace all the placed walls with the new walls and the new wood tones, but when I kind of tried it off camera, I ended up not liking the result too much. It didn't really, although the wood is really nice looking, it didn't really go with the stable feel that I was going for. So I kind of changed it back to the wooden logs that I used right here. And those are of course from base game. So you will not see the progress in this video from me just trying out both styles, but while trying these new wood textures, I did end up changing some pieces within the stable. I also shrink it down a bit, and I believe not it is don't believe it is visible on or in this video. Of course, within this stable, I tried to make room for 8 reindeer. In the beginning, I of course counted wrong and made room for 6. Then I expanded it to be for 8, and then I found it a bit too spacious, so I shrank it down again, but it still has room for the 8 reindeer that carry or pull Santa's sleigh. Now, as far as the game is concerned, this is just one hard shelter, of course, and it doesn't really matter that there is room for 8 reindeer. It could be easily, or it has easily room for even more if you would like to. And yeah. I also of course made sure to build an opening on both sides, just to make it easier for both the reindeer to come in and guest. So now at one side the reindeer can enter, the stable side, the open side, and at the other side there is more a fenced off area for the guests to come and look at the sleeping reindeers. As for the doors, I was kind of postponing that progress as long as I could, and I'm grateful I did, because I ended up making the sliding doors and I made them with the new wood tones or the new wood textures that came with the Arctic packs. So yeah, and to kind of not make them crash too much with gameplay, I did just keep the doors open, fully open, or look like they were fully open, just to make sure that no one, the guests, wouldn't clip through it, and that the reindeers wouldn't get blocked by them. So technically they aren't really in front of the opening, they are just on the sides, but I do think they look a lot better now. And of course I had to end up decorating those doors as well in the full Christmas spirit. And I did also place a lot more of those decorations inside, and the base game signs that I ended up using to write all the reindeer names on fitted perfectly with the Christmas theme as well. I think the standard color is green, a nice dark green, but I changed them up to be green, red and some kind of yellow, just to, I don't know, change it up a tiny bit, give it some more of a color scheme inside. As for the guest area, I of course decorated this entire stable to kind of fit their viewing area. So above the guest head there is this closer to the roof, there isn't really any decoration because the guests can't really see that area, but at the opposite opening, the door that goes out for the reindeer, there I also placed a lot more decorations, and I wrote one more time Santa's reindeer and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, as for the guest area, I made of course 2 custom fences. One is the one that is right next to the path, and that will be this one. This one will kind of keep the guests from going in, even though they can't, because I don't drag the path any further than where the guests are allowed to be. And I will make a second fence, and that one is kind of to symbolize the fact that the reindeer won't go too close to the guests, so there will be a kind of a space between them. Again, it shouldn't really have anything to say for gameplay, but I do think they might be a bit too low for the reindeer now I think of it. However, I wasn't really planning to upload this to the workshop yet. I am considering to upload it separately, but I want to use it for my own habitat first. So in that case, I will make sure to play it as this build before I uploaded it, and because I do have a feeling that the reindeer might need a higher fence. It was either a meter something or even taller, I don't know. So yeah, I will make sure to see if the reindeer can escape from this place, and if they can, I just reinforce it a tiny bit with either glass or one more of those logs. I don't know how tall it needs to be. But yeah, I will get that fixed before I would upload this build separately anyway. As for the decorations and all the stuff on the guest side, I did hide the donation boxes into 2 of those Christmas trees that came with the Arctic pack. Those Christmas trees are not plants, but kind of, I don't know, wired wooden ones, I don't know what to call it. I still hope it worked, of course, but I thought it looked a bit better than those normal looking bins, or not bins, but the donation boxes. Huh. And as for the TVs, I also did not really want to hang up just plain TVs, but luckily we did get something that fits right on top of them, that again comes in this Nordic Viking type of style. It reminds me of the Viking style that I usually see here in Norway as well, so I don't know. But I do really like it, and I like the fact that there was a piece for the TVs as well, so this way it looks a bit better as well. As for the stables, or however I should call every of those portions, I didn't really place too much in there. I did place bedding in every one of them, but some of them are closed off. And besides that, I didn't really place any food or water enrichments yet. I'm not sure if I want to place any of that inside at the end, but I will see. It kind of depends on it. I mean, I don't really like the look of how the food and water balls look in this game. I mean, it's okay for outside, but for this stable feel it doesn't really look the same. That's kind of why I made these fake food throws, or whatever I should call those items. I don't know either. But I kind of just made them from the flower boxes that came with the Arctic pack, and I closed the middle part that is kind of dirt looking. I closed it off with the smaller wood pieces that came with this pack as well. When I first saw those flower boxes. I did really like them, but they reminded me of like a food throw or something. So yeah, I kind of closed them off and placed them as decoration instead. Now here you will see that the door progress has kind of involved, and I really do like the look of them. I like the wood pieces that come with this new pack, and as for handles, I just use those chain ends that came with the base game. And I think the same counts for the metal beams that I use to kind of look like the sliding parts. I'm pretty sure both or all those items are just base game. And yeah, I just try to decorate and make this build look as good as I can. I'm still in a learning progress, of course. I do start to feel a bit more comfortable about the building progress in this game, but I still do find myself sometimes missing some either techniques or items from The Sims 4, and that's just the way it is. It took me a long time to kind of develop a builder's eye in The Sims 4. I don't know, I don't really think too much about the building part in The Sims 4 anymore. It kind of goes automatically now, and I'm kind of looking forward that the same happens with this game, because I don't have any Frontier experience from before, but I'm hoping eventually that this will go a bit smoother. But as for right now, this took me, I don't know, 2 hours to finish this build, just because I'm very indecisive and I wanted to make it look as good as I could. And here we kind of changed the area, new zoo, new possibilities. I do calm it down a bit with all those Christmas lights. Although I like those stars that I placed inside, I did find them a bit big and chunky. That's kind of the things that I really miss from The Sims 4. I miss to be able to shrink items down. I mean, it is something that got added to the game for not too long ago. But still, I am really addicted at sizing things up and down. But I may do, and I do remove some of those lights again, because I don't really like how big and chunky they looked, and it became a bit much. But all the Christmas decorations, I really do like them, and I wanted to place as many as I could. So maybe after Christmas this build or this table might not really look as fitting, but it isn't really as bad as just removing all the Christmas decorations, and I do still think it gives the right feeling about this build. But since it is called Santa's Reindeer, I of course had to place a ton of different decorations and try and use as much of the new stuff that came with this pack, of course. But yeah, I don't really have much to tell about this build. I do struggle to kind of find what I should talk about, but yeah, I will most likely upload this together with my habitat later this week. If I will upload it separately, I will try at least. And as soon as I've uploaded it, this video and the video that will be the habitat will both have a link in the description, so you can find it a bit easier. For now, I do still hope you liked this build and enjoyed this video, and if you did, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of my creations, you can always subscribe to my channel, if you haven't already, of course. Or you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I do hope I see you next time. Bye bye!
Christmas lights are all around. I can see them now. It's like they spell your name. It's insane. Now we're back here once again. Holidays and cheer. But now I got making plans, make you understand. I'm not gonna play it safe. It's going down on Christmas Day. 'Cause I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I've been trying to show you, but somehow felt I wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow. Oh, oh. I've been trying to tell you in every way, but now I'll get it done. I'm not going away and right around the mistletoe. I'm gonna let my feelings show. Oh, oh. I've been waiting for so long for you, but now I got it planned. I know just what to do. 'Cause I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I've been trying to show you, but somehow felt I wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow. Oh, oh. I've been trying to tell you in every way, but now I'll get it done. I'm not going away and right around the mistletoe. I'm gonna let my feelings show. Oh, oh. I'm trying to tell you. Wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow. I'm no longer going away. Right around the mistletoe. I'm gonna let it show. I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna let it show. I'm gonna let it show.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light, while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. Oh. We're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's